Hello, my YouTube friends. This is John at Left Handed Models, and this is my entry again into the Big Rig Group build. I'm going to build my auto transport trailer. They come in a big box, and I can use the storage for the cars. And so we'll be getting this done. This is hosted by Jeff's Model Garage, and it is until October 31st, just like the NASCAR build. And so I'll be working on all them things at the same time. So this is my next big rig build. As you can tell, it's partially assembled. I'm going to move the box out of the way in a minute, but I am going to unceremoniously dump it out. A kit like this has a lot of straight parts and big sprues. Ta-da! So here's what's left on the chrome tree, which looks like only the tools, because that's not a part, that's a sprue part. There's some wrenches and a 4x4 way, and that is it. Here's wheels and tires are assembled. There's some of the ramp parts, which I'll have to figure out what goes where. Here's the decals that come with it. I probably won't use them, and I probably won't use the tags. I'll probably use something I already have. Here's a security text. Is this instructions or just, I think it's part of the instructions. Yes. Now very, this is like recycled paper. The kit number is 07540-0389, and it's got a copyright on the instructions of 2004. So it's not, well, it's 22 years old. Yeah, 22 years old. It says it comes with this coil, and it shows you all the trees, which of course there's hardly any trees left. And then how to build it if you do it in order, which now that's partially built, I don't know that I can do that, but instructions are always good to just figure out what's going on. I do have a Mack truck that I could use to pull this, but I don't know if I'm going to use it for that. I may use it for a different trailer. And this may be painted orange. I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided, but that's my transporter color. So, gotta be orange. There's the markings for all the tubing. Now, the first trailer I did had all of these little connectors, which I still have some left, of course, in my stash. And it had all of these, I think they're hydraulic lines. And I installed them all, and they're not really hard to do. And so I'm definitely going to do it. I don't know if it's in here, though. It's not in this bag. Let's see. So here we have partially assembled. That's the back of the trailer. So at least I know that. And here's a side, which doesn't look like it might need cleaned up a little bit, but I don't think any of this stuff will show. And this is not even off the tree yet. And these are not just ramps, they're the actual part of the trailer where the car sits on. And we have lots of connector things and some hydraulic rams, at least part of them, and then an empty part of the tree. Here we have lots of halves of air brakes and a bunch of little things which are like buttons. I guess I got it, this side is up. And so there's a brace of some sort, there's a pair of gloves, and so on and so forth. This is probably the plate for the hitch. There's some of the levers for the lines, for the hydraulic lines. And so the hydraulic lines will attach to those and go off to where they need to go. Here's a ramp. Here's the other half of that big part of the trailer. And then here we have, I think this is the front where the hitch would go underneath. And then these are the plates that get decals on them to tell you who it is. And we have, I think this is correct, but of course I will check it out. Looks like it needs to be washed up a little bit. Somebody got it dirty. And I don't know if why the axle holes are filled, but I will figure that out. And I'll start from the beginning on the directions and see how much needs to be redone or just done. So please follow along if you would. And if you like this video, please give me a like. Give me a subscribe if you haven't. And I'll see you on the next video. Thank you for watching.